It's just that Nigerians, we like to celebrate charlatans. There was no coup that happened between that period of military coup that MKO Abiola was not involved. The ITT contract, which was supposed to use to give us telephone, he swindled the money and pocketed it. More so, when Moritala died, he added another zero to that money. 80 million now become 800 million. And he went into his pockets with his military friends. They shared the money, and we never had telephone. So when Fela was singing international TT as ITT, international TT, that was the origin. That was what it meant. Abiola wasn't a nice man. I even said it himself. How he got the American chairman who came here to come and head ITT. He got the man drunk and told their head office in America that, look, I would have collected the money the federal government of Nigeria is going on, because of this man who is always drunk. He's the one. And pronto, they took the man out of Nigeria and made Abiola the chairman. That was how he became the chairman of ITT. He said it himself. Abiola said it himself. I was thinking that by now, Tinubu would have been man enough to sue Atiku because of the record he brought from CSU. He kept quiet. Criminal quiet. He just kept quiet. He kept quiet. He didn't want to talk. Are you not supposed to address that issue? If you are man enough, address it. Address it. Maybe by the time you address it, those people blackmailing you and threatening you, they will now keep quiet. But you cannot talk. The trending video about David Hundeyin making statement about MKO Abiola and all that. There is nothing new there. It's just that most Nigerians, we suffer selective amnesia so much. We forget what happened yesterday. And you know that except you remember yesterday, you won't know where you're going to today. Before MKO Abiola won that election, there are records about, there was intel about him. Both within and outside Nigeria, they know whom MKO Abiola was. And most of us knew. It's just that Nigerians, we like to celebrate charlatans. There was no coup that happened between that period of military coup that MKO Abiola was not involved. The ITT contract, which was supposed to use to give us telephone, he swindled the money and pocketed it. More so, when Moritala died, he added another zero to that money. 80 million now become 800 million. And he went into his pockets with his military friends. They shared the money, and we never had telephone. So when Fela was singing international TT as ITT, international TT, that was the origin. That was what it meant. That was what it meant. And because of that particular track, the Fela's life was under threat. It was under threat. If you check at Dibo, where ITT have their office, I think 3-story building or so, or 4-story building, at the back of it is Fela's shrine, Kalakuta. So they are sharing almost a fence. So Fela knew much about Abiola. But most people, when issues come up, they don't read deep into the issues. So anybody who was looking at Abiola as a messiah, no, he wasn't. Even Abiola, what's his name? Obasanjo said it in South Africa that Abiola is not the messiah we are expecting. These are issues that brought up those statements. Abiola wasn't a nice man. I even said it himself. How he got the American chairman who came here to come and head ITT. He got the man drunk and told their head office in America that, look, I would have collected the money the federal government of Nigeria is going on, because of this man who is always drunk. He's the one. And pronto, they took the man out of Nigeria and made Abiola the chairman. That was how he became the chairman of ITT. He said it himself. Abiola said it himself. Plus other things that happened between that period of 78, 79, 80 and all that. There was no illegal activity that this man was not involved in, but the military were covering him. Remember, election happened in 1979, in which Abiola contributed in truncating it with his military friends. Remember, and handed it over to Shagari. Abiola was actively in it. He used his media houses to truncate what was supposed to go to his kinsmen, Awolowo. And so his military friends, mostly from the north, they were friends with him. They were backing him. He used his Concord newspaper to work against Awolowo. That was why he lost the election, because Abiola was bringing out all the illegal, what's it called, estates that Awolowo was involved in. Park Lane. He brought the documents and was publishing it in his Concord newspaper. He brought all the shares Awolowo bought with the government money and all that. And this thing weakened Awolowo's chances. His supporters in Southwest who thought that Awolowo was a saint, they were embarrassed because Abiola was not only saying it, they were bringing out documents. The Tribune tried to counter it, but they could not because the evidence was overwhelming. And this thing made Awolowo to be struggling for vote with the Shagari. That was why this famous 12 to 30 came out. If not, who is Shagari and Awolowo when it comes to political issues? Awolowo would have won the Shagari hands down, but because of that thing Abiola did. And because this in favor the North, they now love him. They thought that yes, they have a friend in this guy. So whatever he was doing illegally, they close their eyes to it. They close their eyes to it. And this was the same Awolowo who gave free education to the Southwesterners, and Abiola benefited from it. Abiola benefited from Awolowo's free education. And now when it matters most, they disappointed Awolowo. And since that time till now, have we found our rhythm as a nation? The answer is no. So Abiola contributed a lot to what happened to this country till today. Because if Awolowo had come on board, he would have made a lot of difference. These people that are disturbing it today, he would have sent them packing. They would have retired long ago. That's a fact. They would have retired long ago. But because of what Abiola did for his own selfish interest, look at where we are today. Look at where we are today. That is an issue. So when the same people who brought him up now told him, look, you see this presidency, we know you very well, you're a very corrupt man, we don't want you here. They told him, but he didn't listen. He was banking on the fact that IBB told him that he should contest, because he said he went to IBB and told him, are you joking or do you mean it? He said, no, go ahead, contest, I'm leaving office, this and that. He didn't know that they were looking for a way to pull him down, because they know he has made a lot of money from all the illegal activities that he was involved in. They knew Abiola like the back of their hand. It's just that when he got this money, he will now use some small change and do largesse, do Father Christmas to people. And people thought that Abiola was a nice man. He wasn't. The true fact is that he wasn't a nice man. And even Abiola himself, he knows he was not a nice man. So when what happened, I know that nemesis have come to town. It's as simple as that. All the things that happened, Abiola knew. It's just that when we tell people that there is nemesis, so there is nemesis, they will not listen. No matter what you do in life, there is always a result somewhere waiting. It must come to pass. No matter what you try to do, you must repeat. That's a fact. All the things, all the money Abiola made and all that, where did it end up? The 5 companies at that Mafuluku, yes, now Bisam there. All of a sudden, immediately he died, everything went down, as if they poured water on a raging fire, and all the company went down. I learned that somebody bought the Concord press and converted it into something. So these are the issues. All the money he made through that illegal activity. Look at how he ended up. None of them survived today. None of them. The children could not even manage it. Just recently, a man who meant well. One of the sons said that they did the DNA to Abiola children all over Nigeria, all over the world, about 110 of them or so. 110 of them and one man. Out of that number, only 55 had Abiola DNA in them. 55. Only 55. That means because of his influence and the financial clout, women were literally running to him. When they become pregnant, they run to him. So now that one man has 55 children, please, where are the resources to take care of each other? Because the head of the family is no longer there. The first son, Kola Abiola, is not interested in running the family. He quickly and quietly left on his own without caring for anybody. So these 55 children now, what is their position in life? How will they survive? Because the wealth is no longer there. You can see that this man created a problem in his own family. If you look at it very well, Abiola, if you said that Abiola was not a nice man, the other person that is ruling now, is it better? It's not better. The only difference that, as at the time Abiola was holding sway in the southwest, he was the only cock that crows in the village. What Abiola lost, Tinubu have gained it. You know why? Because as at that time the military was in power. They were backing Abiola. They were backing him until Abiola became over ambitious. I said it earlier. I wrote one article in the Sun newspaper that Abiola died in vain. My editor was very, I don't know, he said that article can cause problem. He called me to tone it down because of what I said there. And I analyzed it. If Abiola was not overambitious, with what he had another, and with the conditional bail given to him by Abacha, he would have gone home, because he who fight and run away live to fight another day. The people who told him don't agree, they will have all run away through Nadeko route. But Abiola, because he did not advise himself, he want to challenge the military. Meanwhile, you don't have one military man behind you. You see, the people that knows you, they know you too well. They know you see finish. They told you, don't look for this, you will not get it. David Hundeyin said it, Abacha said it, but IBB, to save his own life, he has to sacrifice Abiola. Because they told IBB to his face that, look, if you give this hand over to this, I will kill you. IBB said it now. Because of the level of corruption they saw in Abiola. They saw what he was doing. So all these things accumulated in what happened to him. As at that time, the military was in power. But to Tinubu, for reason based on, he was not even around that time. That was when he was talking about CSU, when he was going abroad, and he was not around. So he made international friends. And that was why these people backed him up when he wanted to contest in Nigeria. Where do you think the Tinubu got the money that brought him to power? Where do you think he got the money? Definitely he was financed from outside. That's the truth. And that was why he came in. With these resources. You thought he was fighting for Nadeko? No. Is it not recently that Nadeko in America now realized that Tinubu betrayed them? And they are asking America to investigate him properly. Because while Tinubu was fighting with Nadeko, he was even in touch with Aso Rock, Abacha and Co. His henchman Bagudu is in Tinubu's government today. Why do you think Tinubu brought him in? You can imagine. I mean, the henchman, the man who transferred all the money abroad that Abacha was siphoning, it was Bagudu. But he's in Tinubu's cabinet today. And these are the people who were fighting Nadeko. Can you see what is going on? So why would you bring such a man if not that something connected you people somewhere in the past? These are things that Nigerians are not aware. Nothing happened by chance. No, it was carefully planned. And the man knows how to use this money to get what he wants. So all his friends, including all these people that you said that they are not nice, so especially American IBB and other corrupt people abroad, including cocaine traffickers, they helped him. They helped him because he was one of their own. He's not hiding it. The records are there. And so when he now got into power, people thought maybe he will fail. But they forgot that the power of money, he knows what money can do. All the people that he was asked to withdraw for him during the primaries, do you think they just withdraw? No, they were tough to leave the place for him, and that was what happened. So where do you think he got all that money? That was what happened with him. He made his own money mostly abroad before he came into power, after his tenure in Lagos State. The original money came from abroad when he was doing these shady businesses. And so the difference is that Abiola did his own under the military, but Tinubu took advantage that the civilian administration is in place now. Civilian administration, and mostly people don't know his record. His shady deals was mostly done abroad. Now, have you ever asked yourself why Bagudu is in Tinubu's government? It's because they connected themselves somewhere. When Tinubu was fighting under Nadeko, people did not understand. That was one of the reasons that he used to sell himself to the public. He fought against a military regime. It's a lie. It's a lie. Bagudu was Abacha's henchman. He was the one who was involved in siphoning money abroad for Abacha. Abacha never traveled outside this country throughout his 5 years in office. He never traveled anywhere because the international community placed a ban on him and all that. So somebody was helping him to do all those businesses, and that was Bagudu. Now, how come the same man is in Abacha in Tinubu's administration? It means that they connected somewhere, because record has shown that while Tinubu was abroad fighting in the name of Nadeko, he was communicating with Asorok. What does that tell you? In fact, Nadeko abroad, especially Nadeko US, they are so angry now when they realize that Tinubu betrayed them. Tinubu used them to climb up. That's what happened. Okay, look at somebody who fought for democracy. Look at what he's doing. Is there anything that will tell you now that Tinubu actually fought for democracy? You can see. The deceit is coming out. Is there anything democratic about this man with all he did? Is it the diary of a man who wants democracy, who fought for democracy? The answer is capital no. The answer is capital no. Tinubu is not what he projected himself to be. Unfortunately, the Lagos Ibadan press packaged him with those lies and sold him to Nigerians. Remember during the campaign, he fought for democracy. He's not a master strategist or anything. Tinubu is not. I can tell you authority, he is not. Because if Tinubu is what he claimed, Nigeria would not be like this under his watch. He doesn't know what it means to run a government. It's the same Agbero and the brigandage, divide and rule tactics. That's what he's doing in office. And that's why nothing is working. That's the difference between him and Abiola. He took advantage of the civilian demand for democracy, while Abiola was not reasonable enough to avoid the military. That's the two different things. You can see. So if you come to character, Tinubu is even worse than Abiola. But ask me, why did the military accept what do you call it, Tinubu, and they denounce Abiola? Because Tinubu's position was consolidated by powers from abroad. They were consolidated by powers from abroad. And then Tinubu himself now became friends with Buhari, who has a towering influence in the north. That was what was going on that people do not understand. All those time they were traveling abroad, they were making deals. They were making deals, but people do not understand. That is why his presidency now is being teleguided and controlled from outside. Whatever they tell him, he will do. Whatever they tell him, he will. In fact, he will not even think about it, he just implement it. That is what is going on. This country is being run by proxy. The FBI is there, the IMF is there, the International Monetary Fund are there, and other small players, including his friends in the drug business. All of us are involved. They are in fact they are preying on our economy. They are preying on our politics, making demands from Tinubu. He cannot deny it. I mean, what came out of CSU and FBI, is it not enough to tell you that something is happening? Okay, look at it this way. Why is it that FBI do not want to release his record at once? In piecemeal, whenever they want to pull strings from him, they will tell him, I want to we are going to release some of the documents in 2 months time, so that within that period Tinubu will play ball. Then they will quieten down. Maybe after that, 2 or 3 months or 6 months again, they will raise the matter up again. Why can't they release the documents once to prove their sincerity? But they know when they do that, they will not have any other thing against Tinubu again. And when they say they want to release, the Tinubu does not know the level of damage it will cause for him. They don't know the document they want to release. He doesn't know the document they want to release, if they want to bring out concerning him. That is why they are doing it in piecemeal. And it will continue until he leaves office. Mark my word, this thing will continue until Tinubu leaves office. If not, look at it yourself. Under 1 year, Tinubu have borrowed over 20 trillion naira. 24 to be precise. Where is that money? Nigerians, please, where is that money? I am suspecting that our money is going somewhere, either within or outside Nigeria. People are making Nigeria, as I talk to you today, because of Tinubu. Where is that money? Let the Tinubu come and explain to us. Let him break it down. Let us see whether what is going to tell us will tally with the with the infrastructure on ground. Are we not supposed to know? There is a 24 trillion naira on that is down now, down 24 trillion naira. Where is that money? Where is it? Where did he put it? Okay, the budget financial report that is supposed to be, I think, every quarterly or so. We're supposed to have the performance of the budget, know what you have spent, where you spend it, how much have gone out and all that. Did you see any? They will not tell you, because if they expose that thing, it will equally expose them for you to know where the money is going. You can see now. That was why he has not done it. Is that the profile of a Democrat? Somebody who came to have change, you need hope. You can see that everything about him is deceit, because he came into office through deceit. How can he expose himself? He cannot do that. Are you not supposed to do that to show that yes, you mean transparency in your administration? Bring out how much you have spent so far out of the budget. As of today, he's running 4 budgets, 4, 2 from the previous one, 2 from this one. Who does that? Has such a thing ever happened in Nigeria? Yet the money is not enough. My people, the money is not enough. He's still asking us to be paying more taxes. Whatever he gives you from the right hand, he collects it from the left hand. As I talk to you today, fuel has gone up. The marketers are saying that the ex-depot is 720 naira. Ex-depot. By the time it will pass there and all the charges, do you think they're going to sell it to you at that price? The answer is no. As I talk to you now, they say it's 900 naira. 900, that's why a few queues is coming up in Lagos. How many times will this happen? Meanwhile, they remove subsidy. They remove subsidy, yet you don't know where the money is going. So it is a serious issue. Except you and I wake up and begin to ask questions, especially Tinubu, the money you have spent so far, the one you have borrowed so far, where did you put the money? It is from there you and I will now know that yes, truly, our money is going somewhere. There is a bottomless pit where they are putting our money. That's why we are not seeing any effect of that money. 24 trillion already in 1 year, yet no impact, nothing. No hospital, no road, no school, nothing. We just hear money. We don't know where it's going. All this money they brought out are palliative. They said they're going to put 2 trillion naira in the economy. How? No, you mean as you're walking on the road, you'll be picking money as your own national cake or what? Where will they put that money? All those things they mentioned, tell me, is there any statistics? Because you cannot do such a thing without statistics to know who benefited and who did not benefit. We don't even have a data of anybody. None. So when they mention they're going to go and check, 80% of that money will go back to them. They will just call a few people and say yes, they collected the money. That is why all this palliative, it don't make any impact. No impact. Since he came into office, they've been bringing palliative. Every time you are giving money to these people, you are giving money. Meanwhile, no impact. All because there is no sincerity. No sincerity. The money is going into somewhere. And if I'm not mistaken, it may be for 2027 or to pay off some people who are blackmailing him. There's no other way to explain it. There's no other way. I was thinking that by now, Tinubu would have been man enough to sue Atiku because of the record he brought from CSU. He kept quiet. Criminal quiet. He just kept quiet. He kept quiet. He didn't want to talk. Are you not supposed to address that issue? If you are man enough, address it. Address it. Maybe by the time you address it, those people blackmailing you and threatening you, they will now keep quiet. But you cannot talk. You don't even have the power to talk. You can't. A very serious issue that have dented their name all over the world, and you kept quiet. Who does that? If it is not true, sue Atiku now, sue him to court. Sue him to court. You should have done that. But Tinubu kept quiet, and somebody telling me no, he didn't come to perform. We saw baggages. Tinubu will never move. He can never perform anything because he has a lot of baggage on him. A lot of baggages. So all these things, when you add it up, you will now realize that Nigeria have never had leaders. All we had are charlatans who just come to collect their own national cake and leave, just like Buhari did after 8 years. So who told you that Tinubu? Who told you he was coming to consolidate what Buhari did in office? Who told you he was coming to repair anything? If he came to repair anything, then things would have been coming down and looking up now. The debt and everything would have been seeing the effect. But look at it. Buhari just left yesterday. Under 1 year, look at where we are. That will tell you that what Tinubu came to do in office. That will tell you what he came to do in office. So far, what we are hearing are statement and name. The EFCC chairman will say he saw a humongous file with so much money on it that the people have stolen. He wonder why Nigeria is still existing. Attorney General said that the corruption have taken over Nigeria, this and that. That the judiciary is now cash and carry to the highest bidder. The what is it called now? The CJN, Chief Justice of Nigeria. He was equally lamenting on how the politicians are intimidating them, harassing them, threatening them to do their bidding. Is this what you're supposed to hear? Tell me. If Tinubu if he did not come into office with so much bag, he would have been the one to raise the, come, what did you just say? Leave office. That means you are not the person to be there. But corruption cannot fight corruption. He knew how he came into office. That is what we are saying. If only Tinubu had been man enough to say, no, this is, no, at least have conscience. Like, what is it called? Yaradua. When he came into office, he saw that the election that brought him into was not proper. He brought a reform into the electoral system. Is Tinubu doing like that? The answer is no. So you will not know where we are heading. I don't have any hope in what is going on. Don't renew hope, forget it. It's renewed disappointment. That is where we are now.